Are we really going to go with the whole trust the science thing? Because look what trust the science did to us for the last 4 years. How are you guys all doing? Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith. You're watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man, in which I appreciate you guys are doing that. Make sure that you're following me on all the platforms you see above and below, and hitting that thumbs up button right now will allow my content to consistently be recommended to you and pushed down the YouTube algorithm world. And ladies and gentlemen, if and when you do subscribe to the channel, make sure that you turn on all notifications by clicking that bell. That will set up a little tab that says notifications, some notifications, all notifications. If you set it to all, that's most likely how you would get notified when I post videos like this. If you are subscribed to the channel, you need to double check and make sure that you still are, because there's a good chance that the YouTube gods that be are unsubscribing you from the channel mysteriously, and they'll tell you that it's your fault. Anyway, guys, we're going to go ahead and jump right into this subject, because this has been one of the things that I'm definitely a part of by way of medicine. And I want to touch on this in such a way because I really want you guys to think about something. And make sure, I want to put a little tattoo in your brain right now, and I want you to just keep this in the back of your mind. Yes, I have 2 degrees. Just because me and other individuals have degrees, be it medicine, be it engineering, be it biology, whatever the case may be, it does not make us necessarily smarter and better than the general public. And I'm going to tell you why. I just want you to keep that in the back of your mind, okay? Because a lot of people don't address this like I addressed it when it comes to degrees and all that stuff like that, okay? But this leads me to this subject of well-known Neil DeGrassee, who is a person to look to when it comes to science and everything like that, which I disagree with a lot of stuff he says. I think that personally he is some sort of hack. He is a person there to push on a globalist ideology, and I'll tell you why in other videos. But in this particular case, I'm glad that Bill is pretty much going at Neil DeGrassee in regards to his stance on some of these things like this. So check this out. This is Bill basically called Neil DeGrassee pretty much being slow on his stance. But Neil DeGrassee, in small micro ways, is showing us that this dude is a complete hack, because if he says something against the very thing that established him and put him there, he can be well out of the picture, okay? Just like how we don't hear about Dr. Fauci hardly anymore. That's another subject, though. I will be doing some pausing. If you don't like it, don't watch. That's all I can tell you. Not being mean, I'm just letting you know. If I don't like people to pause videos, I wouldn't watch it. So anyway, let's go.
But here's what I think is the scandal. What? This is in Scientific American, less than a year ago. Inequity between male and female athletes is the result not of inherent biological differences between the sexes, but of biases in how they are treated in sports. That's nuts. And it sure ain't scientific, and it's in Scientific American. And that's why the Democrats lost the election.
Look at the nervous laugh.
It's true.
Let's keep it real. Neil deGrasse right there did the whole nervous laugh. See, while the audience is clapping, you can't hear that he's not laughing at all. He's not laughing. He's sitting there right now. Oh, how am I going to rebuttal this? How am I going to do what am I going to do to distract it? What am I going to do to try to derail the conversation? That's what he's doing right now in his mind.
Bill, every 20 minutes on your platform, you come up with another reason why the Democrats lost. No. You already have the answer. They lost the election. So anything you say is why they did it.
First of all, you don't watch this show, so you don't know that. I know you don't, and it's okay. But you talk as if you do, and you fucking don't. And that's okay.
Get him,
Just
Bill.
Don't bullshit me. That's the one thing people can't ever do on this show is bullshit me. And that's fine. But I don't say that. I have very good reasons. But engage with the idea here. What I'm asking is, Scientific American is saying, basically, that the reason why an WNBA team can't beat the Lakers is because of societal bias.
What you're saying is not Scientific American says that. An editor for Scientific American says that.
See that? Well, if that's the case, let's roll with that. He said that's not Scientific America that's saying that. That's just an editor who works for them. Blah. That's just because I'm trying to fly into it. I'm trying to slow down. Y'all see what happens when y'all try to get me to slow down? It is an editor that works for Scientific America that said that. Wow. So that means any editor, any group, or anything that Neil DeGrassee works for, we should just say it's not them, that it's not him representing them. It's not them. It's just Neil deGrassee, right? And by the way, a lot of stuff that he says is completely craziness. Neil deGrassee's on here saying that that the earth is actually not round. He said it's shaped like a pear. She's become a little heavy in the bottom section. Anyway, that's for another video.
No longer has the job. So don't indict a 170-year-old magazine because somebody...
Okay, this is called Scientific American, and they're printing something
because someone enters the cesspool that is social media. And
now the social media is a cesspool. Now, he has to throw shots out like that, ladies and gentlemen. He has to throw shots that social media is just a cesspool, because any of us out here that are content creators or even just showing you guys things of what we believe to be the truth, it's just a cesspool of idiots, pretty much is what he's trying to get at. You know, you believe, but yet at the same time, you tell us to trust the science and believe the science. Look what that has gotten us thus far. With a lot of this nonsense, look what happened the past 4 years when it comes to the Fauci, ouchie, hokey pokey, clot shot demic. Look what happened with all that. Not one child that don't have the Fauci, ouchie, hokey pokey, clot shot has had any type of heart issues or any type of health issues, rather, at all. But a great number of children, ages 0 all the way till, let's give 12 years old. There's a substantial number of them that have developed pericarditis, myocarditis, other developmental issues. But the kids that didn't get the Fauci, ouchie, hokey pokey, clot shot, none of those. But there's no correlation. But science said trust them. Fauci said, I am science. Trust them. Not one person that I know who worked with me, and y'all know y'all, from Chi-Town to St. Louis, in between those places, whether you Central Illinois, y'all know anywhere that you guys see me and I work at, and a lot of employees that I worked with, a lot of people, co-workers, nurses, CNAs, all of you guys that didn't get the Fauci, ouchie, hokey pokey, clot shot. What have y'all suffered with? And what did I tell y'all? And all we do, we almost talk daily about this stuff, man. I just can't believe it, Ty. I'm so glad that I listened to you and I did my own research, man. I don't have, but how many of our co-workers right now, not going to say who they are, clotting issues, irregular periods, men, my friends, all of a sudden telling you why your testes shrinking. Young men, not old men. Why is your sperm count low? Versus people that didn't get the Fauci, ouchie, hokey pokey, clot shot. We don't have none of those issues. Anyway, let me digress from that. Keep on with this right here, because this stuff right here, when they tell you to try to trust the science, no, don't trust me. Go and find the stuff out for yourself and look into the research yourself to get your own answer to arrive at the truth that you know is going to work for you. Don't just do it because these people say so. Let's keep going.
And then participates.
This is printing something
because someone enters the cesspool that is social media and then participates in that exchange. So
why can't you
let's talk about science.
Why can't you just say this is not scientific and Scientific American should do better?
He can't. Because if he does anything for them or work for them, he's getting ready to lose his sponsorships. He's going to lose endorsements. He's going to lose future speaking engagements. You want to know why? Because he is part of the problem. Neil deGrassee is part of the problem. We got videos. That's why it's great to have internet. This man supports trans women being in those sports. He supports that. He just say it. No, that's not scientifically. Men are stronger, faster, bigger than women. It's proven. But he can't say it.
Well, does she still have her job?
No.
He's not answering the question.
Not because of this.
Go back.
Scientific and Scientific American.
In that exchange. So
why can't you
let's talk about science.
Why can't you just say
Let's talk about science. And here goes Bill Maher is getting ready to make a scientific statement right now. Let's talk about science. Here goes science. Answer this, Neil deGrassee.
This is not scientific, and Scientific American should do better.
Well, does she still have her job?
No, not because of this. I said the scandal is not her tweet.
Because that was like a year ago, was it? Which one was a year?
Look, see, this is how you try to derail people. Okay, that was like a year ago. It doesn't matter.
I think a year ago, women still couldn't beat men.
Yeah.
Boom.
In basketball or any other sport. And it wasn't because of society. You don't see a problem
By the way,
here?
long-distance swimming, women might...
See, he's not answering anything that Bill said. He's just going off on these other little things right here. Look, see, there's questions in here, ladies and gentlemen. This is what gets me.
Or any other sport. And it wasn't because of society.
It wasn't because of society that women are not beating men. It's because of science that women are not better than, come on, y'all. In some things I can get it. Like, you don't see men in the gymnastics doing those little, I don't know what you call it, the little vault thing they have right there, that little thin little board the girls are flipping on. We get that. But generally speaking, come on, we are bigger, faster, stronger.
You don't see a problem here?
You don't see a problem with that? Neil deGrasse said, well, wait a minute, look.
Distance swimming, women might actually have the advantage. You can look into that. Yeah.
Maybe long distance swimming, yes. Okay.
Yeah, I've looked into it. Yeah.
Well, let's look into it then, ladies and gentlemen, because you see that dude right there looking fit as all get up named Ross Egley? What is this dude known for? What does that say? According to the current records, men hold the record for the longest non-stop swim achieved by Ross Egley, who swam 510 kilometers, 317 miles in the Yukon River, Canada, without stopping, sleeping, or touching land, making it the longest distance ever swum by a human without interruption. Boom! What, Neil deGrassee? Oh, you might want to look into that. Well, we looked into it, and there it is. You are nothing more than a plant. You are a scientific so-called, he's a hack. This is why you don't believe everything that you're told. Y'all know how much trouble I've gotten in with AMA, with a lot of things, because I'm challenging things. I was like that in school. I know what y'all tell us and I know what y'all train us to do, but at the same time, something's not right. A lot of people that went this route, you get surprised, you get pissed off, you get mad because you know that throughout it you get tricked. You went into it for the right reason. You definitely want to help people the best that you possibly can with the latest research, the latest scientific stuff. But when you see that a lot of things is not about that, it's all about pharmaceutical sales, it messes with you. Now, is all medicine bad? No, that's not what I'm saying. But based off of what these people are doing right now, guys, ultimately, and you have to research this to the extent that I did. I don't have time for it because I know the attention span is short here, and I know y'all trying to get out of here right now. Ultimately, a lot of things in regards to medicine is all about sales. It is a business. It's about money. This is, I would say 70% of all doctors, nurses, whatever, are in it for the right reasons, but will tell you, if they would tell you the truth, they would tell you it's a business, it's sales, it's really, they really don't care about you. When I say they, I'm talking about the ones who train us through school and all this, the overall AMA and everything like that that's associated with. These people are in it for money. You are a number. The individual doctors, nurse practitioners, PAs themselves, they can care about you legitimately. And the reason why I brought up the degree thing earlier, ladies and gentlemen, is this. Just because somebody has their degree in medicine, in this, in that, doesn't matter, in engineering, in whatever, does not make them smarter than you. It don't. It simply means you passed the course, you passed the test, you passed med school, you passed engineering school, you passed your bar as a lawyer because you answered the question according to how they wanted you to answer. And they figured by doing so, you would go out there and be pretty much this robotic mind of a doctor, robotic mind of a PA, robotic mind of a therapist, robotic mind of a psychiatrist, psychologist, an engineer, a lawyer. But if you go against that grain and take a step back and go, wait, why is it every time somebody has something, we want to give them medicine, which comes with all these side effects? Why is that? Oh, no, why is it that when we go through school and everything like that, why is it most people that are training us are pharmacists? Now, I'm not talking about, when it comes to surgery, things like that, because that has to be, that has to be practical. You have to actually go and practice this stuff. You have to go and get, we get half torsos of dedicated bodies to practice hip replacements and things like that on whatever. I get that. That's hands on. That right there is legit. You can see it. When you go in there and you cutting through and you're getting ready to do a hip and you're cutting through the dermis layers and everything, cutting through the fat layer, getting through the fascia and things like that, getting through the little circle of vessels we go through and actually go in there and cut a bone. And that right there is flat out hands on practical. You can see that. But my thing is this, when it comes to certain ailments that people might have going on, why is it that it has to be everything medicinal to the extent to where there's medicines, after taken for long periods of time, does more harm than it does good? For example, we all know in medicine that acetaminophen is the leading cause of liver transplants. So is the remedy better? Because whatever it is that you may have going on pain-wise, Why aren't they getting to the nucleus of what's causing the pain? You have a headache. Oh, take Tylenol, acetaminophen, naproxen, whatever. But why isn't the question being, can we look into what's causing me to get the headache versus you just treating the symptoms? And y'all might not think this, but there are tons of doctors that will go and finish school, and when they get out, boom, they know how to answer. When you go in, hey, I got this going on, got da. Oh, well, you know what? It seems like you might have diverticulitis. It seems like you might have this. It seems like you might have that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to prescribe you this. And this right here is going to actually possibly mask the symptoms, but is it fixing the problem? Not saying that all medicines are like this. But what I am saying is that it needs to be a better job of folks actually getting to the root cause of what's causing you to have the symptoms, because the symptoms are not the issue. The symptoms are simply that. They are telling you something is going on. When your light goes on in your car and it says check engine, does it do good for you to just get the code reader and erase the engine light? Yeah. See, y'all don't know this. The reason why I do things like what y'all seen in my video, on my channel rather, when I show y'all that I work on cars and stuff like that, because it keeps you in tune whenever you actually have to go and perform surgeries and things like that, right? So my point is saying, or anything, whether you're doing a debridement, no matter what, my point in saying that is this. If a engine light comes on in your car and I tell you, oh, I can just erase that, aren't you still going to say, but wait, isn't there something wrong with my car and the engine? Yeah, but I got rid of the light. If the light represents the symptom, did the engine get fixed? But trust the science. You're good. The light is off. Oh, trust the science. You're good. Take this medicine right here. It got rid of that pain you're feeling versus me saying, I got rid of the thing that was causing the pain. I know I'm going to get in trouble for this again. Y'all can go ahead and try to confirm me like y'all always do. It doesn't matter. Let me know what y'all think about all this. Do you trust the science? Leave in the comments below after this video. If you have any stories of you being told by your own personal physician, your PA, your nurse practitioner, and not saying it's their fault, but have you had anything to where you thought you were getting help and in the end you end up being worse off because you took so much medicine that it destroyed other things? Let's hear about it in the comment section. I would like to hear your stories. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, to do what you see in that cloud right there. And also, if you would like to see the next video that I will be doing in chronological order, it's going to be up here. Things that I do as a variety on this channel will be here. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.